Wow, what a moment. We are now coming into, friends, the Holomovement. Who would like to know what the Holomovement is? Anybody here? Yeah? Keep the hands up so the cameras can capture it all there. Who'd like to know what the Holomovement is? You're right. Well, you're about to take a journey of experience and learning into what the Holomovement is. This is, I've got to say, the 4 days, Sedona, Arizona, my goodness. Who's been to Sedona here? Make some noise. Oh, look at that. What a magical place. What an incredibly magical place. And the 4 days we had in Sedona, moderated by our facilitator today, Deborah Moldo, one of the most, yes, put your hands together for Deborah, the most extraordinary experiences of everybody's life who was there, all 80 of us. Let me tell you, Reverend Deborah Moldo, the director of Evolutionary Leaders Circle, she is a vision keeper for Unity Earth, and having made a colorful life journey from child actress to Broadway, singer to interfaith minister to global peace worker. Please, Deborah Moldo, welcome to the stage and make her feel very welcome. Diane Marie Williams, please, Diane, come up, is the founder and president of the Source of Synergy Foundation. And by the way, the Source of Synergy Foundation, along with Purpose Earth, were the co-producers of the event for the Holomovement. So Diane and Deborah played a critical role in it. Dr. Marty K. Casey, portfolio of contributions and body of work continues to evolve as she continues to combine her passion for the arts with her compassion for her community. The extraordinary and wonderful Dr. Marty K. Casey. Make some noise for Marty, please. And joining this incredible august panel, Scott Katamas from The Awakening World, multi-Emmy award-winning writer and producer.
Wow. Hello, Convergence. I want to start by giving a shout out to the projections that have been happening behind the stage here. Thank you, Paul. Are they from Bella Gaia? They are just, not only are they beautiful and powerful, but they demonstrate how everything that we are feeling today is being held by Mother Nature and the forces of the universe. We are birthing something through those waves we saw coming over the elders in the beginning, through the trees and the blossoms, through the jungles and the cosmos, and through the amazing future that we got to look at through Cornexus. Something is happening. Something is pulling every one of us who's here in this hall today, and every one of us, everyone who's watching this program from different parts of the world, and everyone who's out there, who is feeling this evolutionary impulse that this is the moment, not like this moment when Pluto is entering Aquarius, finally, right? The cosmos is birthing something through us. It is calling us to come together in a new way, in a way that has never been possible for humanity before we had the internet. I mean, remember life before the internet? It changed us radically. It enabled us to connect all over the world with our sisters and brothers. And it enabled the people who are feeling this call to find one another and to bring our efforts together in common purpose for the good, the greatest good of the whole planet, of all life on Earth and potentially beyond. So are you feeling that evolutionary pull? Are you feeling that calling inside you? That is what we are calling the Holomovement. The Holomovement. It's a phrase, it's a term that came from physicist David Bohm, and he was describing the constant motion between the implicate order, the consciousness of the universe and the explicate order of what we see with all of our senses in the world. And that's where we want to make the changes, right? We need changes in everything. But something is rising through the implicate order through all of us, like a great river. And the tributaries to that river are all of the movements that are happening for the good of the whole, for regenerative agriculture, for conscious business, for care for animals, for new kinds of education, for visions of how humanity can live on this earth as a blessing together. So how do we come together? How do we bring together all of the organizations that we work with, all of the people who are doing good, even businesses, governments? Imagine if we could all dedicate ourselves to our highest purpose for the future, so that humanity doesn't become part of the sixth great extinction, but instead creates a future of healing and caring, of justice and peace for all of the children and the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren to come. That, my friends, is the Holomovement. So I would like to invite everybody who was at Igniting the Holomovement, the event we just concluded in Sedona. Did I just make it hum? Sorry. To come forward and be part of this. If you were there, just please come and stand up here with us. Come. Don't be shy. Because this is what the Holomovement is about. And we had an extraordinary gathering of 80 people, visionaries, musicians, artists, authors. There is a book that is coming out now. Hello. That is called the Holomovement. And I think we have a few copies here if you're interested. See, this is it. The Holomovement, it's never one person, it's not one organization. It is all of us working together in the deep alignment that is our soul calling. So if you feel that soul calling deep inside of you, then you are the Holomovement. But we're going to hear from a few people who are going to give us reflections of what their experience was of igniting the Holomovement during these 4 days together in the magical vortex of the rocks of Sedona. So we're going to hear first, oh, look at this. Look at their shining faces. Who here was lit up by our time together? Yeah. So I would like to introduce first Diane Marie Williams. She is the founder of the Source of Synergy Foundation, which along with Purpose Earth was co-host of our gathering in Sedona. Diane Williams.
Thank you, Deborah, and it's great to be here. Wow. We're not going to show the film, Deborah?
What?
Are we going to show the film?
Are we?
Yeah, I think we're showing that first, right?
I don't know.
There's the plan.
There was a plan.
Is there a plan to show the video?
Okay, so should I just talk until you get it booted up? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be on the side. Okay, so yeah, it's just really wonderful to be here. And Kit, where are you? Okay, we were working with the media team, and we said the Holomovement is the greatest party ever. So it's really about that. It's really about celebrating our oneness with all that is. So not just the 8 billion people on the planet, but the animal kingdom, who is represented here, the oceans, everything, everything in the universe, that's the whole. So that's what the Holomovement is about. And it's also about bringing together individuals, organizations, networks, other movements, all coming together in synergistic cooperation and saying, we are the whole. So how do you serve the whole? because I was reflecting on this the other day, and I think we each do that every single day. So it's the choices that we make. For instance, doing small acts of kindness. Maybe you're driving and somebody wants to come in and then you let them in and then you smile at them. That's an act of kindness. I was thinking of my friend Olivia Hansen. Where's Olivia? I'm going to put you on the spot. Yesterday we went on a search for organic blueberries, and Olivia was not going to give up until we found organic blueberries, because there was conventional blueberries. And why was that? Because Olivia cares about not only the health of the people that were going to eat the blueberries, but also the farmers that are going to be exposed to chemicals if you use conventional blueberries, and also, the planet that's going to be affected by that as well. So there's many ways that you can serve. And also, I was thinking, Adam and Miranda were originally from Unify, and we think about ways that we can do synchronized meditations. Hi, Karina. That's one way that we serve. We can serve humanity, is coming together, linking up, and then really, as our friends say, lifting up through synchronized meditations. And I remember Nikola Tesla said, the day that science studies the non-local phenomenon will make more progress in 1 decade than all of the centuries that we lived such far. So doing things like, as we said, meditation, other ways to really serve humanity on a day-to-day basis. And I mentioned this at the Holomovement gathering, but there was a study that Harvard University did, and they said every single peaceful social movement from 1900 to 2006, if you have 3.5% of the population engaged, you'll succeed in your mission within 1 year. So I think this is our opportunity. We know it's time, like Deborah was saying. We're facing the sixth mass extinction. We really have to step it up and be that 3.5%, and then everybody else will join. So that's what the Holomovement is all about. And you're all part of the Holomovement. And we love you all. And I'm going to turn this over to Scott.
I'll keep my thoughts short and sweet and connected. First of all, it's Holo movement. Let's all do that together. Holo movement. Holo movement. Holo movement. And when we were together in Sedona, the theme was igniting the flame. So we ignited it. But today we are fanning the flames. And you are here to help us fan the flames, because it's about each and every one of you. Now, some people are doing incredibly epic things like Adam and Miranda. Others are musical stars like Bob and Pookie. But each and every one of you is an important part of this movement. So I'd like to invite us to have 60 seconds of silence, and then I get to turn over to the wonderful Marty Casey. And during those 60 seconds, I invite each of you to connect to the role you want to play in the Holo movement. Maximum grace for each and every one of you. Maximum grace for our world. Maximum grace for the Holo movement. Thank you. Holo movement. Holo movement. Holo movement. Marty Casey.
Thank you. I'm going to be very brief also, because I think the video is going to say it all. It is such an honor and a pleasure to be here, but I first would like to give thanks to Emmanuel Councilman and Laura Rose, because the Holo movement would not have been able to be successful without their contribution from Purpose Earth. So let's give them a round of applause. And that's one of the things that I love about the work that we are creating together, that even when the individuals are not in the room, the spirit of who they are, they're in the room. And that's because we're making an impact, and it's how we connect together. I want to just give you a little bit of Holomovement math. I was thinking about 2 + 2 is 4. 4 + 4 is more, and more plus more plus more is all of us. So there's a place for you in the Holomovement math. Find your place. Find your place. The other thing I want to just mention is that we're going to do something kind of fun in the end where you will have an opportunity to find your place. How many of you all like line dancing? Anybody like line dancing? Yeah, I do too, but we're not going to do a line. We're going to do a big old circle because that's what the Holomovement is all about. So we want to start creating dances where we are dancing in circles and not in lines. One thing I know about lines is that when we're standing in line, it's almost like a pecking order. They knock one down, we all fall. But if we stand in a circle and we link hands and we come together, they can't knock us all down at the same time. That's the light that we will keep on shining in the new earth rising. Come on, somebody. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. We're circling around the idea to be one big old circle around this world. It's time for us to anchor the world because the world been anchoring us. But when we come together in spirit, nothing can stop us. The last thing that I absolutely want to say is that for the first time in my 52 years, after being there in the last 3 to 4 days, I really do believe that peace on earth is possible.
Wow.
So without further ado, let's see this fantastic video. I think if we ask everybody that's a part of our team to come back this way so we can put the focus on this screen only. Don't move, don't leave us, because we are all one. We stay together. We're just going to move here so they can see the screen.
Okay,
Just a
so hang on. We don't have the video queued up.
We don't.
So I'm going to ask you, Marty K. Casey, take it away.
Okay, well then, let's do this. We're getting ready to make our own video real quick, all right? All right, so you ready? Let's do the Holomovement. Let's do the Holomovement. Let's do the Holomovement. Let's do circle around. Let's do the Holomovement.
Get up.
Let's do the Holomovement.
Up, everyone.
Let's do the Holomovement. Hey. We need a big circle, everybody. You got to find your place and move. Let's do the Holomovement. Let's do the Holomovement. Let's do the Holomovement. Hey, we're almost there. Let's keep singing with me. Yeah, let's do the Holomovement. 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 Hey, we almost got it. Let's do the Holomovement. Let's do the Holomovement. Let's do the Holomovement. Hey, one more. Let's do the Holomovement. Let's do the Holomovement. Let's do the Holomovement. Hey, yes. Look how quickly we were able to get into position to be standing and honoring each other in spirit together. If we can continue to do this as we move around in our circles, in our communities, in our culture, we can help the new earth rise. Thank you. And thank you for joining in. Go ahead and find your seats. I promise you nobody took them.
Marty K. Casey.
All right, we are the Holomovement. We are the Holomovement. That's a catchy track. So thank you to our beautiful, wonderful panelists again and facilitator Deborah Moldo, to Diane, to Marty K. Casey and Scott Kantamis. And we're going to get the video queued up. We're going to play it for you, I think, a little bit later. I'm just going to ask you, Peter Young, if Scott can play his video, we can play the Holomovement video now. Let's do that. Let's plug it in. Guys, just while Just you can feel it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There's a lot of love in the room. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of connection. There's a lot of inspiration. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of grace. Thank you, Marty. Thank you for getting us going. All right. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Diane. And thank you, Scott. And we're going to enjoy this extraordinary piece of music and video that Kristen Hoffman created for the Holo Movement. So even while we're mindfully grabbing our generously given food, let us hold space for this incredible piece of work, this music and this art of the movement. And Rhiannon and Catalyst and Kristen worked so hard on the video, absolutely, and the music. Wonderful. I'd also like to echo what Marty said. You know, leadership matters. And for those of you who don't yet know, Emmanuel Kunzelman and Laura Rose of Purpose Earth, extraordinary, generous, lifelong devoted missionaries, really, on a mission for all humanity. And the Holo Movement event in Sedona was really such an extraordinary expression of generosity and love. And again, we want to, as Marty said, acknowledge Emmanuel and Laura for their incredible leadership. Come on. Okay.
We have entered an extraordinarily rare interval in human history, a choice point in our collective journey, a space between the past and the future where the lives of countless generations ahead will be profoundly impacted by the choices we make now.
I believe it is both subtle and large. And something else so extraordinary that there's almost no name for it. Because a new human species is ready to emerge.
Participation in this transformation involves collective attention and communication on a planetary scale. This creates coherence and clarity of direction. Simply put, it is the Holo Movement in motion.
It is the great universal source itself, herself, ourselves. It says it is time to wake up now. It is time to do and be what you were born to do and be.
Holomovement wonders, one is heart. Holomovement, follow, just follow that inner star. Holomovement wonders, one is song. Holomovement, follow. just to follow the sound of love. Movement, one dance, one is heart. Oh Lord, movement, follow, just to follow that inner star. Oh Lord, movement, one dance, one is song. Oh Lord, and follow, just follow the sound of love. The sound of love.
Go to the podium.
So beautiful. The song, the singing, the images, the music, the whole video is just incredible. And it really gives us an essence and an experience of the Holo Movement. Thank you again, Kristen, and to Rhiannon. And please make them one more time feel appreciated and valued for doing that. Beautiful. Purpose Earth.